Hello, hello.
Live, and live. Hi, everybody.
We are live with a special deal today. I'm going to hit you with it right now. 25% off site-wide with the promo code TASTE25. And we are, in fact, doing something very special with taste. And it is a taste test.
See all these things in front of me? This is our whole selection of oils, flavored oils, and balsamics. And I have to tell you, and I'm with my beautiful granddaughter, who I love dearly.
Hi.
Yeah, what's your name? No,
Violet. I'm Violet. I love it.
Okay, so I've never liked balsamic vinegar. It's always,
I didn't know that.
yes, it's always had like I just haven't liked it. So when we decided to do it, I was a little concerned, thinking, I hope it's going to be okay. Guess what? I chug-a-lug it. It's so good, all right? And the flavors are unbelievable. This one here is vanilla fig. This is
Black cherry.
black cherry. This one is pomegranate. This is the
Peach white
oh
balsamic.
yeah, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
What an experience. Traditional.
Traditional.
And then these are oils.
Here's the oil. This is basil oil. This is
Herbe de Provence.
Herbe de Provence.
And here's blood orange.
Okay.
And then we also have Tuscan herb, but this one's out. We're out of Tuscan herb and vanilla fig right now, but those are also great. And we have Meyer lemon. We have Meyer lemon too, which is great on the site.
Okay, well, the reason the Meyer lemon is not here is because it's on my night table next to my bed, because I slug up.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
Yeah.
They're so good. So when I go visit my boyfriend's family in Napa a lot, and in Napa they have a lot of olive orchards.
Where are they?
Napa, California.
Napa.
So we do like olive oil tasting sometimes, and sometimes they give you a little shot glass so you can taste it straight, but other times you do it with bread and you can mix it with vinegars. So we have them laid out today. We have our bread, regular and gluten-free, your pick. Your pick today. Which one do you want?
Okay.
I'm opting for gluten-free. And so we can make any flavor combinations you want. And I like doing this too because when you see how great these also look in a little dish, it's like a very chic little appetizer or even just little thing to have on the table during dinner. If you don't feel like doing a whole cheese plate or something, you can make a really chic little appetizer even with just oil and vinegar, because this is a very sort of fancy looking oil and vinegar. Looks sophisticated, you know? Should we try this?
So you're like a little off camera on this one here.
Let's go do this.
Okay.
There we go. We're trying to stay centered. We have two cameras.
Okay.
Troy Venon said Meyer lemon is my favorite. Yeah.
It's great. That's why it's in my bedroom.
I can't believe you keep it on your nightstand. It's like an olive oil alcoholic. Not an alcoholic, an olive oil holic. I shouldn't have said that.
Holic.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Olive holic.
Olive holic. Yeah, that works.
Olive holic.
That works.
We have a new category, olive holic.
Olive holic.
Okay, I'm an olive holic.
So I want to try. I've never tried this blood orange on its own, and the color is so beautiful.
Wow.
First of all, look at.
Looks like something I usually see in my urologist's office.
Of course, now I don't have an appetite anymore. But I'm gonna go in to this blood orange. I'm trying to show you without tipping it. We also have the blood orange here. I don't know if you can see, but I'm just gonna go in, and I really like soaking them and adding salt. It's so great because you can taste the fatty oil, but you also get the brightness of the citrus in it. It's great.
Wow.
And so then I mixed here the blood orange with the original.
That's what I just had.
Yeah, how was that?
Great.
Great.
Let's do it again.
Okay, let's do it again. Okay. Which one should we go for now, Zeta?
Well, how about this? Which one's this?
Okay, that one is the pomegranate with basil. Yeah, basil
Okay.
and pomegranate. That sounds good to me. And we also have a few things that we're cooking today and assembling with these oils. So just stay tuned that that's coming too. But first, the tasting.
Okay.
Okay, I'm trying pomegranate and basil. Wow.
This could be dinner.
It really could.
Really?
It could. What I want to get my hands into is the white peach, the white balsamic peach.
Okay, let's do that.
With herb de Provence. I always think Provence and peach, that just feels like a Midsummer Night's Dream. This is the peach and herb de Provence. And what you can also do with these too, because we do sell these sea salt rubs, is that you can actually involve the sea salt rub in there. Get her in the mix.
Let's stir it around a little, huh?
Yeah. I do love the Provence sea salt rub too. It's my favorite.
The sea salt, any of the sea salts, if you don't know how to cook, or if you know how to cook and you want to be a better cook, try one of our sea salts. Oh yeah, like a chicken. All you have to do, that's the only seasoning you need, just put it on the chicken, put it in the oven. You will have the greatest chicken. The greatest chicken. And the juices, you can make the, the gravy?
The gravy. The gravy with the juices, yeah.
Are we having that tonight?
Well, we are having chicken tonight.
Okay.
We're having chicken with, we'll show you how to make a balsamic sauce. It's so easy with one of our great balsamics. We're going to do the black cherry one for the chicken. But I really do love these because also sometimes it takes a long time to get all the herbs you need for a chicken or for any sort of meat seasoning. And you don't really have to worry about it with this. It's all in one, and you just kind of rub it on and it's super easy. Mary said, drooling, you're making me hungry. I mean, what's better than bread and olive oil?
Right.
Like, what's better than bread and oil and vinegar?
I used to, at Williams-Sonoma, I used to go in there and have lunch because they had a tasting bar with all the olive oils.
Oh, that sounds good.
So I'd go in and taste olive oil with bread for about half an hour.
I love that.
That was lunch.
And that was lunch.
Yeah.
Which one are you going for again?
Have we done this one yet?
That one's pomegranate and basil. That was a good combination.
Okay.
I want to add a little more of this peach to
Peach balsamic.
the peach balsamic.
Doesn't that sound incredible?
It's so good, and it's so interesting, this light color. I've never seen a balsamic vinegar like that. Oh. Did you hear that noise?
I just had that. That's good.
Okay. I'm going in again.
Really good.
I can tell this is going to be a great bite that I'm about to have. Wow. Wow. For those of you asking about the deal, we have TASTE25 promo code for 25% off site-wide today at SuzanneSummers.com. TASTE25. These are all so good.
They're all great.
I think also, you know what I want to try? We have one back here. I want to try the black cherry. The black cherry with the what do you think? Basil or Tuscan?
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Mm-hmm.
Tuscan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was like whatever you want to do.
Okay. Me too. And we also have a Tuscan sea salt rub. And we have the Southwest sea salt rub. Both great. Great way to get different flavors in your chicken. It's really awesome. Okay, I'm putting this in.
By the way, you know, we have our garden is like overgrown with basil.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not complaining about it. All I'm telling you is that we have enough basil to feed the entire valley here. So I took these things off, which I usually do. They're so fragrant. So I made a little silly little.
This is really cute.
Yeah. Did you just learn
It's
a
so
lesson?
cute. What lesson?
That you don't talk when you have
Yeah, I did. I didn't think anyone would catch it, but I did choke a little bit on the balsamic.
Okay. This is the traditional.
No, that one's basil.
What
Just
is
plain
this?
basil.
This is basil?
Basil, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
This is really just so much fun. Well, should we show them how we put our skills to the test?
Sure.
Assemble this salad.
Okay.
Okay, we have something really great, and that is a grapefruit, citrus, fennel salad, which we're going to dress.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, who is it?
Blue Fox, the Red Leader.
Is that my grandfather? So we have,
You have a different kind of grandfather.
I really do, a different kind of grandmother and grandfather for that matter. So here's our salad ingredients. We have here the citrus, which is so great right now this time of year. Zeta is the man of fruits, so he's
I think that's either a Cara orange or grapefruit.
or grapefruit.
Do you know what it is?
I think it's grapefruit.
Yeah?
Yeah, because
Okay.
when Michael was cutting it, it looked kind of like grapefruit, like the outside skin did. And then we have all this nicely shaven fennel, which you can do with a mandolin,
Great.
and some mint, and a little bit of spinach on the plate.
Okay, so we have two of these.
Two of these. So these are our plates like this. And then what we did is just preemptively we put a little bit of olive oil on the fennel. And guess which type we used for the citrus salad? I'll give you a hint.
Wow.
Blood orange. Blood orange. So we'll use a little bit more now because we just dressed it very lightly.
I remember the first time I was exposed to blood orange.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it. And Zanny and I were on one of our trips to France. We did a lot of France trips.
Uh-huh.
And this was a trip where I said to her, let's not drag all the suitcases around with us.
Uh-huh.
Let's just take the clothes on our back and maybe a little bag,
Oh my
okay?
God.
With underwear and socks.
Uh-huh.
And whatever we need, we can buy there, okay? And let's not make any reservations except to rent a car and one night in a hotel in Paris. And then in the following morning, we're going to use the Michelin guide and we're going to drive to restaurants in France that are within 100 miles, and we're just going to keep driving around every day and having incredible food.
That sounds amazing.
Okay? So what happened was I started busting out of my pants.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay? So I had to buy a pair of pants. I bought a pair of corduroy pants. I'm not kidding. I mean, my waist is usually, like 32, 33, maybe, but mostly 32. I don't know how big my waist was, but the pants I bought were at least a foot wider than the pants I normally, but it was incredible. But my blood orange story. The last night we were in this restaurant in Vienne, not Vienna, Vienne. And we were the first ones there, and we were the last ones to leave. And so the following, I said to the restaurant, they had a little inn. I said, so can we get breakfast in our room tomorrow morning? They said, yeah. And I was feeling sick, pigging out for days, okay, really. It was, so I was feeling sick, and I thought, yeah, but the food's good. Next morning, I ordered breakfast, and it came with a little glass of red stuff. I didn't know what it was. So I called the desk. I said, what's the red stuff? And they said, blood orange. And I looked at it and I thought, I wasn't feeling well. And I thought, oh, I don't think I can eat.
You thought it was like blood sausage?
Yeah, right. I don't think I can eat the blood orange. As it turns out, I love the blood orange.
That is so funny. That's so funny. Wow.
So what are we going to do with this?
So this is fennel doused in blood orange olive oil, and we're just going to put it on the plate like this.
Okay.
So see how nice this looks? And we're just going to make a little bed there on our plates. A little bed of fennel. And then...
That's beautiful.
Beautiful. Michael helped assemble these. He made them look really nice. And then we're gonna take our citrus and artfully place it. It's really nice to cut it in these rounds like this.
Wow.
Because it's very, beautiful.
It is beautiful.
When you cut them like that.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Beautiful. And then we'll do another drizzle on the whole thing
Okay.
of some blood orange oil. And there you can see. And we'll do a little balsamic. Which one do you think?
I think I'd like the black cherry.
Black cherry? Okay, we're doing black cherry for that. You still want black cherry though?
No, I don't. Pick one.
Okay, what about pomegranate? We'll keep
Great,
things fruity.
I like pomegranate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna keep it fruity with the
By
pomegranate.
the way, when you buy the oil or the balsamic, you get a little pouring thing
Oh yeah, we can show you. We have them here actually.
that you put in the top so you don't have to keep unscrewing it and screwing it.
Look at that, convenient, huh?
Yeah.
So we can drizzle it like this.
Look at that.
Look at this, so great. Just a little drizzle.
Look at that.
Now we're doing a little garnish. Look at this, beautiful. A little mint.
Mm.
All right.
And by the way, you don't use the oil for cooking,
No,
for finishing.
it's more so for finishing.
Look at that.
Look at these. I'm excited to eat this. Looks so
And
fresh.
it's so simple.
So simple, and it makes you look like such a great chef when you use the oils and vinegars, because they're so sophisticated that it's really a wow when you pull out one of these and all the flavors and everything. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, bon appetit.
I hate to mess this up. It's so beautiful.
I know, they're so nice. Don't forget, you can get 25% off today, site-wide, with the promo code TASTE25.
Wow.
So great. I might put a little more balsamic on mine.
So I know that, because I'm cutting it and using the fork and going right to my mouth rather than doing that thing where you put the knife down and then you take this and you change hands and then it goes into your mouth. See, I was born in a Commonwealth country.
Uh-huh.
And I'm an immigrant. And in a Commonwealth country, you just cut the thing and
So you don't change hands.
put it in your mouth.
Yeah. That makes sense. Makes sense.
Wow.
I'm ready to dive in. I'm going to take a knife from here, Zeta. I'm taking a
okay.
knife. Can't wait to try this. Oops.
Wow.
Again, I love making things that are in season, and the citrus right now is so incredible. Winter is kind of citrus season. Not to mention pomegranate, which is the vinegar we use.
I don't know what, I've got a great orange tree out there that produced one orange this year. One orange. I don't know why.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The only
That's
tree
awful.
the only tree that looks like it's gonna happen is my mango tree. And it's not those big fat mangoes like I've got over there. They're unreliable. The little too many strings in them. These are those slightly crescent-shaped honey. I can't look called honey mangoes. They're yellow.
They're the creamy ones.
Yeah, they never let you down.
They're
ever,
great.
ever, ever.
So good.
So I planted a tree there about a year and a half ago, and the tree is now probably 15 feet high. I mean, when I planted it, it was this high, so it's like 3 times bigger now, and like huge, wide. And it's now putting out, like in one day, it put out a whole bunch of these flowers.
Wow.
And you can just tell they're gonna
The mango flowers?
mango. Yeah,
Wow.
it's the only one that's happening.
Wow. I can't get over all these flavors that are bursting in my mouth. Like, really, having this blood orange olive oil, it's like I don't usually think to put olive oil with fruit, but it tastes so light and fresh in this salad. It's like I'm just eating blood orange olive oil, which is exactly what it is. And the vinegar, it's so good. And this is this was so easy to make.
Wow. Wow.
We sprinkled a little salt too.
We are blessed
So blessed.
in this country to have access to produce,
Yeah.
great produce, all year long. I mean, when I was a kid, the only produce that we had were of the season. So we'd have apples, grapes, plums. I think that was it. Maybe peaches, that was it. Now we have everything. I mean, I just bought a bottle of juice made with, they're like baseballs and they're white inside with little red flecks.
Oh,
And it has,
rambutan?
what?
Rambutan?
No.
You're talking about a fruit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Lychees?
Let's see.
He's gonna go get them.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon
juice.
fruit. Dragon fruit.
I'd never heard of dragon fruit juice.
I've never had it.
So, would you like some?
Would I? Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Let's try it. I'm also getting word that the spouts actually do not come with the bottles, but it's easy enough to control how much comes out depending on how you hold it. I am just loving this grapefruit. This grapefruit mixed with the blood orange olive oil. Because you know what it is? The blood orange is citrus. So the flavor profile is citrusy, but the texture of that fatty olive oil on the salad with all of this freshness is such a great contrast. I love this. What an easy thing to throw together for a dinner too, because you can have it all prepared in advance, and then when your guests arrive, you just put it on the plate and drizzle the olive oil and the vinegar on it, and it's easy enough. Oh wow, look at this color. What a beautiful color. All right, here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
I feel like I'm taking a shot. Well, this is great. Okay, I have to admit I doubted you. I wasn't sure at first.
I wasn't either.
But this is great.
I'd never heard of it. Yeah.
They're asking when Vanilla Fig will be back. I'm not sure when Vanilla Fig is going to be back. But just know we have so many great flavors online today. With promo code TASTE25, you can get 25% off site-wide at SuzanneSummers.com. Yes, there are oranges in the salad too. We're drinking dragon fruit juice, and it goes really well with our winter salad. It's great. So great.
This is a great salad.
I love it. So fresh.
Oh,
so
the other fruit, the other produce that I had growing up as a kid. We had these friends, two old, elderly brothers, Chinese guys. They had a farm in Toronto, and when you get to it and get out of the car, the smell of the earth, you just knew that they were going to grow great stuff there. The earth was black, and it was, I don't know if it was moist, it smelled sort of moist. And at the end of the season, they used to grow these melons. They were about this big, and they were hairy. They had they're hairy melons called dungua.
Oh, wow.
And at the end of the season, when they had so many dungua melons and they didn't know what to do with them, they filled the trunk of the car we had. We didn't have a car, it was my uncle's car. They filled the trunk of the car with dungua, and my mother would take them, and she had a pile of sand in the basement. She had a pile of coal for the furnace and a pile of sand, and the pile of sand was where she kept things like melons.
Oh my gosh.
She'd bury them in the sand, and they would be okay all winter.
Wow.
I got so sick and tired of dungua soup. Okay, I'd say, I don't want any more dungua soup.
So she could preserve the fruit in the sand.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She'd put other produce in there when it was like at the end of the season, when they would sell off a whole bunch of it for a little bit of money. She'd fill it, and we'd have stuff all winter. It was great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And our refrigerator was this big. That was it.
Really? She
But
did all that cooking with the fridge.
She would
that big?
shop every day. She was a European. So
I do love that about
the
Europe.
refrigerator was butter, cheese, cream, and milk. I think that was it.
Butter, cheese, cream.
And everything else was fresh. And every week she'd buy a chicken, but she wouldn't buy a dead chicken. Like we go to the supermarket and we buy a
I
dead
don't like
chicken.
these stories, but yeah, I remember.
She would only buy a live chicken. And she'd keep feeling the chicken. I don't know what she was feeling for. Keep feeling, no, this is not it. And the guy kept bringing chickens out, and I'm sure the chickens were saying, "Don't choose me, don't choose me." Okay.
I hate that.
We know
Stop.
we know what's coming. Don't choose me, okay? And she'd finally choose the chicken, and she would tell the guy, "I don't want you to open the chicken up at all. I'm going to do that when we get home. I just want you to take the feathers off." So, and obviously, you had to kill the chicken. Okay.
Oh, you thought you were going to get me with that one?
I'll get you.
Oh no, I didn't see it coming.
Yeah. You'll think about this when you wake up in the middle of the night having a nightmare.
I already do.
A chicken nightmare, okay? And so, the guy would take the chicken in the back, and we'd smell with burning feathers.
Why?
Well, and then he'd wrap it in newspaper, and in the wintertime when it was really cold outside, I would carry the chicken home because it was still warm through the paper.
He's enjoying.
And we get home,
me
and my
sad.
mother would cut the whole chicken open. She'd take out every organ and every gland, and she'd look at it and make sure the chicken was healthy. Once she actually took it back, only once.
Wow.
And then she kosher salt on the inside and just let it sit for a couple of hours. And it was like, great. And chicken that we buy in the supermarket, none of it comes close
To the chicken you
to
I mean, I believe that.
a live chicken.
I believe that. One of these women on here said that her uncle used to do the same thing in Sicily. Yeah.
And also, the chicken guy had little baby chicks, and he would sell them for a nickel. So my mother always bought me a baby chick for a nickel in a brown paper sack. And we had, what do they call them? When you're in grade school in Canada, they had this room where everyone unloaded their boots and their heavy jackets and sweaters and scarves and hats and
I
a
wouldn't know. Cloakroom, okay.
Cloakroom, okay? So
I don't even know what a cloakroom is.
Yeah, I'd put
I grew up in LA.
I'd put the bag with a little chickie, in the cloakroom.
A live chicken?
Huh?
A
Yeah,
live chick?
Yeah, a little live chick. Yeah,
In a paper bag.
in a big paper sack.
That's awful.
Big, okay? I put it in the cloakroom because when it was really silent in the cloakroom, you could hear this noise of the little chicken.
You know what Dale Lorraine just said?
What?
Make him a drink and he'll shut up.
Well, that's a good idea.
I think it's time, Zayda. I think it's time for your drink.
I'm going to get a drink.
And while he's doing that, we're gonna just very slowly make our way to. Oh, I think something's happening. A pianist just entered the room. No, we're making our way to actually to eating chicken. It sounds bad to say now. It was fine before, but anyway, chicken. We're gonna leave it at that. We're eating a chicken that we've pounded, and we are going to smother it in this delicious balsamic sauce that's so easy to make. So I'll show you how to make it right now. I'm just gonna get my bearings together. But first we started out by just pounding the chicken, which you can do with some saran wrap, and then you just go like this. And seasoning it with a little salt and pepper, some Tuscan herb rubs if you feel so inclined. And I'm just going to show you, we partially cooked our chicken and we're gonna put it back on the stove and get this thing cooking. So I'm just waiting for the beast to arrive.
Okay.
The beast is back. Here he is.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna change the camera, Zayda, because now we're gonna do some stove work.
Casa Dragones.
Okay.
What are we doing?
We're doing some stove work. We're gonna go onto
we're
the
gonna be-
stove and make our chicken.
Using the electric.
Using the electric stove. I've
Wow.
been briefed on it, so here we go. So, again, like I said, we partially cooked it because, we're on live television, so we have our black cherry balsamic vinegar in here, and that's all you do. All you do is put this black cherry balsamic vinegar in a little saucepan, and then turning this on like medium heat. I'm getting this chicken cooking again. Now
Did
we
you
wait.
cook it on here before?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Because usually I do that all in one step, but we're on live television today. We had to do this in steps.
No, the question was not so much that you cooked it here. The question was, did you operate this thing? Because I've never used it.
I didn't operate it before, but Michael and I were pressing the buttons
okay.
and figuring it out, I'm trying.
Yeah, the reason the reason I insisted on having one electric cooktop is because if the gas goes out, okay?
Yeah.
Now, if the electric goes out, we have solar electricity. Oh, we have solar electricity. But if the gas goes out, so in the event the gas and the solar go out, we have this.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
That's a great point. And we can do shows like this. I'm just feeling to see if it's heating. That one doesn't feel like it's heating. Let me try this one. Careful, because I'm going to heat this one. This one's heating, yeah.
So let me tell you about Casa Dragones. And the reason I'm going to tell you about it is because, first of all, it's good. This is really good tequila.
It's great.
And you can, the least expensive bottle is a little pricey. It's like, I think it's around 45 or 50 bucks. And then you can go all the way up to, I think they have some for 1,500.
Oh, wow.
I've never tasted that, okay? And so I enjoy drinking it. I drink the least expensive version of Casa Dragones because it's the one I really like. Well, I like the one up from this as well. And my dear friend, I won't mention his name because he won't want me to, but my dear friend is one of the principal owners of Casa Dragones. So I feel that, first of all, I'm doing something wonderful for myself, having a drink. Okay? It's the end of the day.
And you're supporting.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is cooking. This is not cooking.
I know. You know, I think we might just have to put it on here after because I keep doing this.
It's already been cooked, or like you've been sort
No,
of...
it hasn't been cooked yet, but all you have to do is heat it up. So it's really the easiest trick ever to make what seems like a really awesome sauce and what tastes like a really incredible sauce. All you have to do is heat up the balsamic. So I'm trying to get this one to work, but if it doesn't work, we'll just put it right on this burner after I heat it up.
So when I first started mentioning Casa Dragones, like, I don't know how long, a couple of 2, 3, 4 years ago, so they would send me complimentary bottles.
Really?
And one day I was really stupid. Because I was drinking Casa Dragones on one of these shows, and I said, it's not necessary to send me any complimentary Casa Dragones. I'm doing this for my friend. How stupid is that?
You really missed out.
Stupid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so awesome. So what I love about this chicken is that it does cook in general relatively fast when you pound a chicken. Like when you're cooking a whole chicken breast, it takes a little bit longer to cook on the stovetop because, you know, it has to get through all that thickness. But pounded chicken is so great and easy. And then especially when you have something like such a great sauce, again, it looks like a really elaborate, incredible, like very sophisticated and culinarily advanced meal, but it's actually very easy to make.
Is there a word, culinarily?
I made it up and I was hoping no one would notice.
Well, maybe there is. Let me see.
Culinarily. I turned culinary into an
Definition
adverb.
of culinary. What is it?
Culinarily.
Definition of culinarian.
No, that wasn't it. It's not culinarian.
What?
I didn't say culinary.
What did you say?
Culinarily. Let me see.
Culinarily?
Hey Siri. Oh, you have to say it.
I don't talk to Siri, I just say it.
Oh, is there? I don't know. It's not doing it for me.
Well, yeah,
Just do it for you. You do it. Maybe it recognized your voice, but not mine.
Culinarily.
Yeah,
Okay.
like an adverb.
Definition of culinarily. I'll hum the Jeopardy theme.
Let's see.
What does it say?
Wow, it's a word. It's a word. It's a word.
Is it an adjective, an adverb?
Adverb. You know, that's a great thing about language. I do this in other languages too, where I kind of make words up sometimes, and sometimes they're wrong. But sometimes they're right and no one knows, you
Right.
know? I'm gonna get a plate.
You know, I find interesting is whenever Danny and I would go to a strange country, we'd have to use taxis to get around. I didn't know how to speak any of the languages, so I would speak louder. We want to go to the Colosseum. And right there,
I love
I'm
it.
thinking, the guy must think I'm yelling at him, but it was in English. I wasn't saying it in Greek or
Yeah.
French or...
That's so funny. So did it work when you would speak more loudly?
Yeah, most of the time.
Okay.
It probably would have worked if I had been spoken at my normal range.
Yeah.
But there's just this thing, maybe if you speak a little louder and in English, maybe they'll understand. I don't know.
Okay, so we're just heating these. So now I'm plating this chicken. And now what you can also do is put the sauce directly in the chicken pan.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah. Thinking
Oh,
on
look
my
at that,
feet.
it's already...
Look at that. It's bubbling. And you're really, this is such a great sauce and balsamic already.
You could lick that.
You want to lick it? We're really just heating it up to get it warm so we can pour it over the chicken. At one of our favorite restaurants in Italy, they make this balsamic chicken and it's so amazing. And that's what we're doing here. This is already pretty hot, so I'm going to now pour it on the chicken. Okay, see? Sauce, chicken, here we go. Look at how
that.
beautiful that is. I'm doing the other
Look
one.
at that.
Look at this like advanced
Well,
dish.
let me hold that up.
Look at that. Can you see? I'm trying to hold it closer. Wouldn't you be impressed if someone made you that? It's great and so easy.
So let me put this in
Turn
the
this
sink.
off. I'll move the camera so you can watch us eat. We're gonna make you all a little bit hungry again. But just know, this exact chicken dish can be yours for 25% off the olive oil and vinegar with the promo code TASTE25 at SuzanneSummers.com. So here we go. Oh, Zeta's licking the pan. Do you want to show them? What are you doing over there?
Licking the pan.
He had the saucepan in his hand and he was licking it. Okay, here we go. Let's get some utensils. About to dive in.
Here we go.
Here we go. Scooch a little toward me. This sauce is so great. It's like sticky and thick. It's amazing.
So why don't you try eating it without changing hands and see if that works. See if that works for you.
Needs a little salt. The black cherry sauce with the chicken. It's so good. You want some salt?
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm eating without changing hands. This is great. And sometimes I also, if I'm feeling kind of fresh, I'll add a little bit of olive oil to it. Like you can add a little bit after you cook it just to finish it off if you want a little bit of that infused flavor.
Oh, none for me. No, I'm just kidding.
I assumed. Sometimes also when you make the circles of olive oil on the plate, it looks really pretty. So the glaze is just the Infusio black cherry balsamic, exactly. So it's all we use is one ingredient, and you just heat it up in a saucepan. The black cherry balsamic Infusio. and it creates this incredible glaze. And it's like we're eating, you know, we might as well be eating at a 5-star restaurant right now with how great this meal is.
How can we change hands again?
Well,
I was trying to save you some time.
I didn't realize I was being closely monitored. Here we go. This is great. And it's great with really any flavor. You can do this with the traditional balsamic, with the, I mean, it'd be really cool with the white peach too. Like a white peach chicken meal with a little sprig of lavender would be nice. Or with the pomegranate, the vanilla fig. So many great options. I like can't stop eating this. It's so good. And you pan fry it until it gets just a little bit crispy on the outside.
Now, I got a note from a woman who wanted to know, what doctor do I go to? So my go-to doctor, I have one in Europe and one in Los Angeles. And the one in Los Angeles is Dr. Michael Gallitzer. And he's my everything doctor. He knows everything. Like I told him, I wanted to find a neurologist who has 1 foot in allopathic medicine and 1 foot in alternative. And he put me on to this incredible neurologist.
Oh, wow.
And the incredible neurologist, and his name is, his last name is Dr. Sheldon Jordan. And he said, we've got this machine. Well, he didn't have it. It's a doctor he works with. It's an MRI machine, but it's MRI on steroids. I said, what's the difference? He said, with this machine that you're going to go on, I see things that I don't see on regular MRI machines.
Oh, wow.
So I said, great.
Wow.
So I did it, and then a week later, we got on the phone, and he said, let me give you the good news. He said, there's absolutely no evidence that you're going to get dementia or Alzheimer's.
Wow.
And apparently that starts years in advance. It doesn't just, you don't wake up one morning and suddenly you've got it. It starts years in advance, and I didn't have any. I said, okay, I don't have to hear anything else. So, but it was all a great report. I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful to have great food, okay? Because who was that Greek philosopher who said, let food be your medicine?
Oh.
Was it Aristotle?
I don't remember.
Or,
was it, let's just say it was a P name.
Was it Testicles?
I don't think Testicles is a Greek philosopher.
Okay.
Sophocles?
Sophocles?
I have no clue, but I've seen that quote. They want to see the chicken up close, so I'm showing you again. Look at that chicken.
Yeah.
Look at it. All that sauce. It's so great.
Beautiful.
Really great.
Really beautiful.
Really, really great.
So anyway, I think it's about the food. And Suzanne always said to me, it's about the food. All these diseases, all these things that people are getting, it's about the food. And there are a lot of people who, in our business, in the entertainment business, who are on the road all the time. And it's fortunate that they're able to make a great living being on the road, appearing every night before another audience. But the problem with it is when you're on the road, it's really hard to eat organic food, really. And I know that organic food is more expensive than regular food, but not that much more expensive. And I urge you to, if you're not eating organic food, there are a lot of places now where you can buy great organic food. There are restaurants. I'm making a list of all the restaurants in Palm Springs that are organic. I didn't know that. I knew there were 2. I didn't know there was a whole list of them. They're all organic.
Wow, that's great.
So it's great. So I urge you, if you If you can afford the extra money,
Especially with certain foods. I mean, I think you can look up like the Dirty Dozen, for example. Like if there's celery or strawberries and they're not organic, sometimes some people actually believe they're worse for you than if they are organic. With things like garlic, I don't know if I personally would be as particular about, if I'm really on a budget, I could get my garlic not organic, but as much organic as possible is great, especially with those foods like apples, things with thin skins. I think it's tomatoes too. Spinach is also a really tricky one, but I'm not the expert here. I'm parroting back what I know and what I've heard.
parroting back, you say.
Parroting, yeah.
So I used to do the commercials for this big chain of supermarkets.
I sense a parrot story coming. I don't know if I'm correct, but I sense that there's going to be a parrot.
There is a parrot story.
I knew it.
So the Screen Actors Guild goes on strike.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not a writer, and I'm not even doing any acting. But I have this account where I do all the commercials. And so I had to stop doing the commercials because the Screen Actors Guild was on strike. I was okay with that. So what the agency came up with, so that the campaign wouldn't falter, they found a parrot, and they built a little baby set of the supermarket, the aisles and little jars and things and cans, and they trained a parrot to walk down the aisle with a shopping cart and take.
Oh my God.
Okay, so it was very popular.
How did it take things with its beak?
Pardon?
I thought you said the parrot took things.
Yeah, the parrot was
Oh,
walking.
it had the shopping cart was made.
Yeah,
Okay,
shopping
yeah.
cart, and so often he'd
I
grab
see.
something and put it in the shopping cart.
I see.
So the parrot was well trained, and everyone loved the parrot. And when the Screen Actors Guild was over, they said, "Hey, let's put Hamill together with the parrot." So the first commercial we were doing was for chicken, and I'm standing here like this, doing my pitch, and the parrot is like where your shoulder is, right here. Okay, and in the middle of me talking, the parrot would reach over and go like that. We'd have to stop and start all over again. Okay, so it kept going on, and so I thought I have to put a stop to this because I can't keep saying the same thing over and over again. So I went and got one of the chickens. It was unpacked. It wasn't in a package. It was raw, and it was a chicken. And I brought the chicken over and I held it up in front of the parrot and I said, "You touch me one more time, this is you." Okay?
Oh wow.
And I walked away, and of course the parrot didn't care about that. Every time I started talking, he'd go like that. He'd grab my shoulder. So they call lunch break, and I'm talking to the wrangler. Every time you have a bird or an animal or a living something on a TV set, they have someone called a wrangler, who's usually the trainer of the animal. So I was talking to the trainer of the parrot, and he said to me, "After lunch, he'll be okay." I said, "Okay." So after lunch, we start shooting again, and the parrot was okay. Parrot wasn't, doing that to me. And I thought, I bet they gave him drugs. The parrot's on drugs.
Oh no.
Okay? So we took a break, and I said to the wrangler, "What did you put the parrot on drugs?" And he said, "No." And he sort of smiled. I said, "Why is the parrot behaving?" I swear to you, this is true. I swear to you, on my mother's head, okay? He says to me, "The reason he's behaving is because during the lunch break, I masturbated him." Honest to God, that's what he said to me. I'm just repeating it, okay? So if you have a gnarly parrot, I don't know how you do
I
that.
don't know how we got from balsamic to that.
I don't either.
But life's full of surprises.
Well, a parrot came up.
Oh, when I said I was parroting back.
There you
That's
go.
Right, that's right.
If you hadn't said that,
it was my fault.
Okay.
It was my fault. That's right. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's a crazy story. I guess
know.
those animal trainers, they really know a lot of tricks that we don't know. That's so funny.
I wonder if PETA approves or disapproves.
Yeah, I don't know. But I've heard animal trainers have to do some stuff like that.
Does PETA publish like a list of things that?
I have never been on the website,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But PETA sends me emails for some reason. I actually don't know why. I don't think I've ever been on that website. I want to remind everyone, we're just kind of wrapping up here, and I want to remind everyone that we have 25% off site-wide today with the promo code TASTE25 at SuzanneSummers.com. And we have all of our incredible INFUSIO olive oils and vinegars. So we have so many to choose from. We just made a salad with we made a chicken with the black cherry, a salad with the pomegranate. We have the white peach. We have blood orange olive oil. These are such an easy way to elevate any dish, really. And today you get 25% off site-wide, anything that's not already marked down.
You get one of these things to put on the top.
I'm not sure if it's automatically included.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I had my mom chiming in
Well,
saying,
look.
I know, but I don't know if they're included in the box. They might be outsourced. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They might or they might not. I'm not sure, but I think my mom was saying no. Someone had a really funny comment on there. No, I'm not going to repeat it. It has to do with the story that you said.
Okay, and?
They said blank and balsamic glaze, and I really think that covers everything. You guys, thanks so much for joining us. This has been so awesome, and I personally am selfishly really happy we got to do this show because my tummy is full, and that was a really great sort of balsamic flight we had.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
So,
You know how great it is to have great grandchildren? Some of you who have grandchildren have great grandchildren, and some of you have grandchildren that are a little. They're not mine, but they're mine. Yeah.
we have great grandchildren.
Great
in the
grandchildren.
family.
All of them get together, just them,
Totally.
every month at someone else's house. Every month they change houses, and whoever owns the house cooks dinner, and they just hang around. Whatever they do. What do you do?
We chat and we cook and we eat dinner, we eat dessert.
Huh?
It's great. Yeah, it's just a little dinner party.
Isn't that nice?
It's great, yeah.
So what's interesting, what I like about that is that's bonding. Mm-hmm. Okay, and when they start having children,
Yeah.
which I hope is soon, I want little people running around my house. Okay, don't you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not so easy.
But they say things like, "Well, we'd like to be more financially capable."
We would. I mean, my dad was going to the bathroom off the top floor of the building you guys had when you didn't have money.
You know, this was when Suzanne and I started living together. We had,
Didn't you say it was $200?
yeah, it was $200 a month for this apartment.
Yeah.
I won't get into the previous story, but I didn't want life to change for my children.
Yeah.
And the house had been paid for, the children were in private schools, lessons, etc., etc. And so when I left, all I had were the clothes on my back and a suitcase and my car. That was really it. Basically no money. So Suzanne and I lived in a $200 a month apartment, and we always had trouble getting the money to pay the rent because I was depressed. So I didn't work for 2 years over the guilt of leaving my children. And so one day I came home and she said, I said, did you pay the rent? And she said, yes. I said, oh, great. She said, I had to sell your clothes. Okay. Where's my aquarium with the guppies? I had to sell that too.
Oh my God, you had an aquarium.
So I have no clothes and no guppies? Well, you do have a suit. I left one suit. You have a suit. Okay, thank you. Okay. So that was our life. And then Bruce, it was a one bedroom, okay? One bathroom. And the bathroom was it was a tiny little room, it was like a one room apartment. And the refrigerator, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Refrigerator was this big. But we had the most incredible meals that Suzanne made. It was unbelievable. And Bruce, we didn't have a bedroom for him, so there was a staircase going up to the roof. And when we went there, they said, "Oh, this is the penthouse." They called it the penthouse because it was on the second floor and it was only a 2-story building. But the stairway was so that the mechanics could get up there if they had to fix the air conditioning. So Bruce's bedroom was on the landing at the top of the stairs. And his bedroom was about this big, okay? And he would have to come down the stairs and go through our bedroom to go to the bathroom. And so I told him, I said, Bruce, if all you're going to do is pee off the roof of the building, okay? Which he did. And you know, there's something about guys peeing, okay, outside, especially if there's snow on the ground, because guys write their name in the snow, right? Did you know that?
I did not know that, actually.
Well, in Canada,
I've learned a lot today.
In Canada, we used to do that. We'd wait till it snowed, and then we'd go in the snow.
I've heard a lot of interesting stories about what guys do when they...
Anyway, thank you for
On
joining
that
us.
note,
Thank you.
time
thank
to
you.
have some kids.
Thank you. That's right.
25% off today, guys. Don't forget, 25% off site-wide with Taste 25.
What is it? What's the code?
Taste 25. Taste 25. And someone will be back on Friday. I'm not sure who it is yet, but we will see you again on Friday, and Zeta will likely see you again next Wednesday. All right, bye, guys. Have a good evening.